Plans for the Defence Force to become the world's first smoke-free military have hit a hurdle after its Minister Mark Mitchell said today he'd be reluctant to tell soldiers in combat zones that they can't smoke. The Defence Force is planning to ban the sale of cigarettes on camps and bases as well as making its military housing smoke-free. But the Minister says extending that to a Defence Force house would also be a step too far. Here's our political editor, Jane Patterson.
Emerging from a select committee at Parliament this morning, the Chief of Defence Force, Lieutenant General Tim Keating, denied the smoke-free policy amounted to a ban on smoking.
I describe it as doing right by our people and encourage them to be healthy, which for me operationally is very important because there's a whole lot of things that detract from becoming good soldiers, sailors and air people, but also the responsibility I have to overall health of service people.
He says they wouldn't be enforcing the policy through any punitive measures.
What we intend to do is have a goal to get our people to be healthy and well, and a part of this smoke-free by 2020, if we can encourage our people rather than ban and use punitive measures.
The Minister Mark Mitchell was asked whether the smoke-free policy should apply to soldiers in combat zones overseas.
Any of our people deployed overseas in a high-stress environment, if they feel like they want to have a cigarette or as part of their stress relief, then they should be able to do that.
He's also reluctant to extend the smoking ban to housing provided for soldiers and their families.
I think at the moment that would be a step too far.
Lieutenant General Tim Keating acknowledges there could be problems extending the policy to military housing.
I would have some difficulty with that because I don't control, there are families living in there and I personally have some difficulty in there. But in the areas of our workplace, it's not only about those people who smoke, but those people who may be subject to the secondary effects of smoking. So I think that's quite prudent.
The New Zealand First Deputy Leader Ron Mark says the Defence Force is now backing away from what it was saying last month.
I think it's a distinct backpedal because I think some people realise that, we can't protect everybody from everything. And for soldiers who arguably over time have used tobacco to calm themselves, who are addicted to smoking before they become soldiers, they're accepted into the military with that condition. I think people realise that the practicality of enforcement might be a little bit further than they had imagined.
The Defence Force says it would work with personnel and help them with quit smoking programs as it moves towards introducing the policy. From Parliament for Checkpoint, Jane Patterson.